started off 37 years ago in a really small little company, got trained the basics, and then from then on I just taught myself, really. Everything I do now, I've taught myself.
Mm-hmm. But you also had a background, didn't you? Because you did theatre and
You
you
did
I
wig
love
making.
theatre.
Yeah,
I did wig making at college. I did a
yeah.
2-year wig making course that I got distinction in. And I just always wanted to do something different. So when I got into hair replacement, it just changed everything with me.
Yeah.
So
I just
after-
loved the change in the clients. The minute I did my first cut, the look on that client's face was like, okay, this is what I want to do.
So after 37 years then, how do you still stay motivated?
Just the response from the clients, making the clients happy, seeing the faces, the smiles when they walk out, the friendships that we've got over the years. I mean, look how many of the clients we go out with, they love us, they adore us, and they just love their hair.
Yeah.
And that is what keeps me going every single day. And you guys.
Yeah, I think...
And the fact that I'm really proud of Optima.
Yeah.
Just everything I love. And
I
that's
do,
why I'm not
yeah.
retired yet.
Oh, I don't think we'd be
You're
able
not
to
old enough for
retire.
that
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
first time you've said that. But no, I love it. I've loved
I
it for
think
37
The
years.
fact that we work with a group of friends,
Yes.
I think that's the biggest thing. We're going in, we're seeing our friends on a daily basis,
Yeah.
and our friends are walking through the door and going out feeling
It's
good.
weird, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to do it without you two.
No,
Oh,
and
me
I
neither.
wouldn't.
Well, you know, like when
Yeah.
it comes to it, and we think of the five that we've become really close with Jade
Yeah.
and Alicia. The five of us together, there seems to be some energy between
Massive
us that
energy.
I've never felt before. Actually.
And that's now spreading on to all of the new staff,
yeah.
which is great.
And we have some great. We've we've got lovely people there.
We have.
But we know along the way, as soon as they come, we have an idea of who's got the compassion, who's got what we need,
Yeah,
and
who hasn't.
And that's 'cause
And often
we do
the ones
need
that don't have the compassion are the ones that we either let go or they go.
Yeah,
Because they don't
it's
feel
not
it, they
for
don't
them,
feel
or
it like we do.
don't see it. Yeah,
They don't get out of it what we do. They just look at it as a job, and that's
Yeah.
not the right way.
Oh God,
Not
no.
in this industry.
Well, I think even like you say, when you're starting a business, if you haven't got the passion there to start with,
Yeah.
you know, like you say, for the first 5 years of starting Optima, obviously had to move a couple of times to get away from the heavies and this, that, and the other. And I remember living in that little flat in Edgbaston.
Yeah.
But I literally had to sell everything I own. And you work for the first 5 years, and I had one of the clients come to me, how'd you be successful? And I just said, well, you know, if you do 5 years, like if you do what I did, then surely you'll get what I've got. And I remember reading a book years ago, and I thought, well, hold on, if I do what they did, then surely I'll get what they got. So I did what they did. So these clients asked me, and I just say, well, you know, 5 years, 16 hours a day, 6 days a week, give yourself a day off, but don't take any holidays.
Yeah.
You cannot fail to be successful. And they look at me like I'm an alien
Yeah.
and go, well, I'm not prepared to do that. That's
Nobody
just a bit
wants to do
that's
that.
it.
Yeah.
But you've got to put in the hours. You've got to give a lot of sacrifices to get where you want to try and go at the end of it. And what you think at the end of it is going to make you happy probably might not even make you happy anyway.
Exactly.
Like you say, we've come across a lot of rich clients.
Yeah.
And every single one of them, you know, it's amazing that you can, you know, we've got billionaires that come into us, we've got millionaires, we've got postmen, we've got teachers, we've got every walk of life you think of. So when they come in and get their service done and their hair comes off, they're ours.
Yeah.
I get to sit and talk to them and find out what goes on in their head. So I used to pick their brains like fuck right from the start and just concentrate on, well, what happens when this happens? What do I do with this? Well, what's the best marketing strategy for this? What about, I just pick, and that's exactly what I did obviously to do it now. But the journey is always the best bit, and the result never is. But people always want the result, thinking that's what will make them happy.
Yeah.
You know, with Bill being a life coach and stuff like that, he was telling me a story of a kid that sold his company to Google for $700 million. And he felt lost and didn't know what to do with himself. Another girl that won a gold medal for America in the gymnastics that Bill was coaching. She said she woke up the next day after winning Olympic gold and said, shit, I don't feel any different.
God, what a
So
shame.
you have to enjoy the journey.
Yeah, God.
And if you don't enjoy the journey, what's the point? And that's why I think we're lucky, because of the people that we've surrounded ourselves with, especially now. we get to just laugh every day and have fun every day and change lives every day, and you can't get a better feeling than that, than thinking, well, actually, when someone comes in and buys the company off us for 10 million, which we would never do anyway. Do you remember that point where I just had loads of companies from London trying to just come in and buy us?
Yeah.
And I remember sitting down with them and actually saying, well, what am I supposed to do then?
Yeah.
They said, well, you can go off and, you know, enjoy your life. And I went, but I enjoy this.
This
Yeah.
is what, but the thing is, Optima is your life.
Yeah.
It is.
How can you enjoy your life if you take away the baby that you
Yeah,
both
the
created?
one thing that you love the
One
most.
thing that you enjoy the most. So
Yeah.
I said, and I remember saying to this guy, I said, would you sell your mum? And he literally, I'd never seen his mum. And I just said, would you sell your mum? And he said, oh, no, of course not. I said, well, that's the same thing as me selling this place.
Yeah.
You know, and when you get, we've had a lot of interest from other companies and stuff like that because we are rated so strongly in the market
Yeah.
at what we do, because we're not stupid.
No.
We do think of the customer first. We've got some amazing staff that have got our ethos,
Yes.
actually,
Yeah.
which is lovely to see.
Which is wonderful.
And now we get to enjoy it every day, but I get to enjoy it with you guys and the clients. And sometimes I remember one of the girls that used to work for us, and she said, I can't believe I'm getting paid for this.
Yeah.
You know, it literally is, because we have so much fun and so much laughter every day.
And so much love.
And
Yeah.
the biggest thing is the love.
Yeah.
And if you can't do it with love, then you're not going to last very long. In this
Especially
industry.
since we've moved into this new building now. We've got everything, haven't we?
We have.
Got
It
a
hugs
beautiful
you.
new building,
Yeah.
great new staff. Just everything is perfect. Brilliant clients. I just couldn't wish for it to be better.
Yeah.
I think in 21 years I've never felt a love
No, me
between
neither.
the clients
And the staff.
as
Yeah.
much as we do now.
No, me neither. It's the best that it's ever been.
Yeah, and it's weird that it's took a very long journey of 21
God,
years
hasn't
to
it?
actually get
Yeah.
A lot
here.
of that.
Oh, it's up
Yeah.
and down. I mean, how many buildings we've been in? We started off in George Road,
For it.
then
Then,
we went to Frederick Road, then we went to Highfield Road,
yeah, and
which
now we're
was
back.
very, Highfield Road was
It was
It
lovely.
was big.
But it looked,
Beautiful,
I think
big.
it came across as more corporate, and we're not corporate.
No.
We
We're
always
family.
were.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think that was the big thing. It was beautiful building and it was an amazing place. But coming back to this place just shows
Yeah.
that we need that.
We lost
family
that
feel.
family-friendly
Yeah,
atmosphere
we
at
certainly
Highfield,
did.
and it was too big. Everything
Yeah.
was too spaced
We didn't
out.
see each other half the
No.
time. You were up the
I didn't even know who half the
upstairs.
clients were.
We
at
were around the
Highfield
corner
Road.
from the clients. They never seen our faces.
Exactly.
Yet we were the people that they first
Yeah,
met when they
exactly.
first came to the
I
company.
remember when we was in Highfield Road, and I remember and it was a really busy evening. It was dark, and as I walked through, there was, and I counted them. So there was 8 people in the waiting room, waiting to go up. There was 3 consultations waiting on top of that. Every single curtain was shut, so you had 17 styling rooms full. You had 4 girls on reception. We was rammed.
Yeah.
And I remember walking around the whole building and just to take in the experience of knowing that we were the biggest at what we do. And as I've walked through, and I've walked out the door, across the road, and I've looked back. And weirdly enough, as I looked back, and it was cars pulling in and cars pulling out, I've never seen us so busy. It was probably around about 2018. And I just didn't feel any different.
No.
I thought I'd give me a sense of achievement and think, God, look at what we've done between us. It didn't feel anything.
All we felt was stress.
Yeah.
Actually,
Because
from
we were
that.
too busy.
We
Yeah.
were just run under.
And we want to. The whole thing with us is we want to give that personal contact
Yeah.
to people,
And
it
we
felt
lost that
like-
there, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
With the strive to be bigger and better and stuff like that in
Yeah.
the market.
But the
was
truth
just-
is, we didn't need to.
No.
We didn't need to prove ourselves to anyone.
No, exactly. Well, that's where your ego comes into
yeah.
play, isn't it? Rather than your heart.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big thing that we run the business with now. We are a 80% heart company, 20% head.
Yeah.
And I think, a lot of companies will be a 80% head, 20% heart.
Yeah.
But if you run it with your heart, you actually run and you get fulfillment every day.
Exactly.
You certainly do.
And we're very lucky.
And that's what separates us from everybody else.
Yeah, it does. It
Definitely.
does make us stand out above
Yeah.
everyone else. which
We're
is
literally
nice.
the only ones that do that.